My name is John Solano. I'm Gavin Rich's grandfather. I served in the U.S. Army from 1969 to 1971. I was stationed in the state of Georgia and in the country of South Vietnam. While in Vietnam, I was a military policeman and it was the rank of sergeant and spent most of my time living in the jungle. Whenever I needed to travel any place, I would fly on helicopters. One of my trips, it was so hot in the helicopter that I fell asleep and started to wake up just as the helicopter was landing, and it looked to me like we were going to land in the middle of a river because I couldn't see that there was a boat under us with a landing deck, and thankfully we landed on it. Veterans Day means a lot to me because it's a thank you day to all the veterans who were separated from their families and served their countries honorably. The other thing too, you have to remember when you're in the Army, the food is not as good as your mother's cooking, so we should be thankful for that also. Have a good day. Thank you. Goodbye.
Good day. Hope all is well. My name is Winston Wilkes. I'm the father of Gabriella Wilkes. Here to talk a little bit about Veterans Day and what does that mean. So I am in the U.S. Army Reserve as a chaplain stationed out of Taunton, Massachusetts, and I've done a couple of deployment active duty service. Prior to me coming into the Army, I was in the Navy in 1991 doing Operation Desert Storm. So that was my first active duty time being an active duty. Also in 2014, 2015, I went on a 1-year deployment in Romania. And I recently got back home about 5-6 weeks ago, back from Kuwait from a deployment, serving as a chaplain in Kuwait. And so, the question is asked, why did we choose to serve? As a chaplain, my roles allow me to touch many lives of service members. It gives service members the opportunity to not just to come to me as a chaplain who has confidentiality, but also to come to me as a chaplain who can sit and hear, someone's thought and someone's idea and what they're going through. And as we go on different deployments, I always joke around and say, well, people don't leave their problems at home. So, my role as a chaplain to be there to just to be a listening ear for the most part and to counsel my service members, it's an awesome privilege. And the bottom line to this is that I choose to serve, to be a servant. And so my role is to be a servanthood to my fellow service member. And the other question is, what does Veterans Day means to me? Veterans Day, it means a sacrifices of numbers of years separated from yourself, separated from your families, and from your friend. It also means that the willingness to fight and to die in service for our country. It's also a remembrance and a time when we can reflect back and think about those who have paid the ultimate price. Those who have lost their life while serving and have even set the pace for us as veterans to even celebrate this day. So not only do we have to give credit to those who have ultimately paid the price and set out certain foundation and certain shoulders we can step on to continue this work, but it's also the sacrifice of our families. A lot of time, we sometimes don't look at it as the sacrifice of our family. We all look at, as a service member, it is a sacrifice of us going overseas, but most of the time, or all the time, our families are the one who also go through these sacrifices because we're not there anymore. And so as we pause to celebrate Veterans Day today, let me say to all my brothers and sisters who are across the military in every branches, happy Veterans Day. It is a proud day. It is a memorial day. It's a day when we stand up and we know what we serve and why we serve. And so thank you for your service and thank you for the many across the country who supports us in what we do. And so once again, my name is Chaplain Wilkes, stationed out of Taunton, Massachusetts, and I'm an Army Reserve chaplain. Thank you. God bless.